This is the outside of the Hobby Toskana exclusive 750. As we move along, we will firstly come to the gas locker. So we have plenty of room in here for 2 gas bottles. The regulator just sits here, and then the hose comes off the regulator and screws into the propane bottle and is tightened with a gas spanner. Bottle on and off on the top. Do make sure that the bottle is isolated for travel. Also in here is the grey water drain lever. So the grey water drain is just here. This particular motorhome does come with a grey water hose extender. So this part here can snap on and then twist and lock into place. And then it's just a matter of pulling this lever here to drain off the wastewater. Next we have mains hookup. Just remember that when removing the hookup lead to also push down on this blue lever just where my finger is. Fresh water tank fill just here. As you can see, the cap is lockable. Just push it in, twist to remove, pop your hose pipe in to fill up the fresh tank. Flue for the Truma hobby boiler just here. We don't need to do anything with this, but just make sure that nothing is obstructing it. We then actually have access to the boiler itself. And we also can see the freshwater tank just here. To drain the freshwater tank down, it's just done on this, where my hand is pointing just here, this little black lever. Just twist it and it will then drain the freshwater tank down. We also have the water pump located just here, and then we also have the boiler drain valve just here. These particular drain valves are automatic, so if the temperature inside the motorhome drops below about 3-4 degrees, this blue button here will automatically pop out and it will drop the water out of the boiler, thus protecting itself. If you are going to manually drain it down, make sure the water pump is turned off and then twist this blue diamond here, which will then make the blue button pop out, and it will then drain the boiler down. To reset, twist it back and push the blue button back in, and then fill up your fresh water tank, turn the water pump on, open the taps. They'll cough, they'll splutter as they force the air out. Once they're all running freely on hot and cold, close, and then the system will fully reprime. If this is auto drained and all that's happened is this blue button's popped out, all you need to do is just push it back in to reset it. If it will not stay in, it's just too cold in the motorhome and you'll need to turn your heating on to generate some heat to allow it to reset. The only time you're touching the blue diamond is when you are manually draining the system down. We then have the location of the cassette toilet. So to remove the cassette, just lift up on the lever and then pull towards you. Before use, remove the cap and add your toilet chemical with a small amount of water. This is also where it empties from. Just remember that when you're pouring away to just push the button down here to release the vacuum inside. It's also a good idea to keep the seal underneath this section here lubricated. Thetford do their own seal lubricant, but any silicone based lubricant is fine. This particular model is fitted with corner steadies, so just attach your corner steady winding handle here to wind the corner steady down, and then exactly the same on the other side. You can also see the spare wheel in the cradle just there. Tow bar and bike rack. For the bike rack, just pull and it will drop out the clips. We then have straps to go through the wheels of the bikes, and then arms that can then secure around the framework. Next we have access underneath the fixed bed. Vents for the Dometic fridge freezer, just again make sure nothing's obstructing them and try to avoid spraying too much water at them when washing the motorhome. Beneath that we have the external barbecue point. So this is the adapter just here, just remove the tape that's around it at the moment, it's just so it didn't get lost. So the hose of the barbecue attaches to this part here and secure it with a Jubilee clip. This end here then plugs into this point when in use. It will lock in, and then it will then allow you to turn the gas on. To remove, just push the collar towards the motorhome and it will then release. Access underneath the front bench seat just here, and this will also give you access to the mains trip switches just here. So if something's not working on mains, just check to see whether or not you've tripped, and you've got your test button just there. "12-volt battery isolation key just there, and if we then go underneath the driver's seat, you can see one of the leisure batteries just here, and the 12-volt fuses just here. So if something's not working on 12-volt, just check to see whether or not you've blown a fuse. Tucked right at the very back is also the battery charger as well. On the other side, underneath the passenger seat, you have the other leisure battery. The vehicle battery just sits underneath the floor of the cab. Bonnet release just here. Tyre pressures just here. And diesel fill just there. Cap unlocks on the ignition key. For the roll-out canopy, we need the awning winding handle, and this then locates just here.